So hey guys, this is a channel all about DJI product reviews. We'll be going through all kinds of reviews from the drones that there are available, and we'll be testing them all, including some of the enterprise drones to some of the sub 250 gram drones. We'll be testing out the gimbals that are available on the mirrorless cameras, and also the new mobile series of gimbals as well. We'll be testing out microphones as well on this channel. So this channel is all about everything to do with DJI. I am the video editor and the filmmaker for the other channel behind the remote. So this is a subcategory. Now I'm solo filming on this one, so I don't have another camera operator. So I'll be using DJI products to help me get that kind of third angle. The only non-DJI product that I'll be using for filming is the Sony mirrorless camera that is sitting on the DJI Ronin RS4 Pro. In today's video, we're going to take a quick look at, we'll be taking a look at the DJI Neo. So we'll be starting from the bottom and working our way up. DJI Neo is an amazing drone. It's a sub 250 gram drone, and it is, I think it's 165 grams. Now a lot of people don't rate this. It's only 169 pounds. They think the camera is not so great when you compare to some of the other greats like the DJI Flip or the DJI Mini 4 or even the Air 3S or the Mavic 3 Pro. Let's take a look at this. So there are 4 ways of controlling this. The first way is just by using the drone by itself and using follow me mode, and we'll test that in a moment. The second way is to use a controller, and the other way is to use just your phone, just the Neo and just the phone. And the fourth way is to use a set of DJI goggles and the motion controller, or the goggles and the remote. So we'll test them all, see how that turns out. So what we're going to do now is we are going to just quickly test out what the follow me mode looks like. I think it looks quite cool, and to do that all we do is just simply turn it on. Once it's turned on, we'll give it a second just so that it can get hold of some satellites. Once it's got the satellites on there, we can go into the mode.
Circle, rocket, spotlight, direction track, follow. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
So now it's on follow me mode. Let's go for a walk. And what we'll do is we'll see what this footage looks like. I'll obviously overlay it on the screen for you so you can see how it kind of comes out. At the moment it's on close follow, so we can actually have a look at how that footage is. Then what we'll do is we'll test out using the controller, but you can see that the follow mode looks really good. It behaves in a really great way. It follows behind me nice and clearly. And then to land it, all we simply do, this is a drone by the way that I think is going to be really great. This is a drone that you can just take on holiday with you. You can just take it over on your trip to the Caribbean or the Mediterranean, have it on follow me mode, and it will essentially just follow you around. So all I do to land it is I put out my hand and it lands for me. So really, really nice from that perspective. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to test the using the DJI Neo with the phone as a remote. We'll see how good that comes out, if that's a viable option. Some of the things to remember though when you do the phone as a remote is it uses Wi-Fi. So you are not going to be able to fly it very far. If you do fly it far and it goes out the distance of the phone, you've essentially got to go and retrieve it. And that can be difficult. Okay, so we're connected. We can change the various different modes. We can have follow, droney, circle, rocket, spotlight, or direction track. But what we're going to do is we're essentially going to use it in manual mode. All I'm doing is I'm leaving all the settings in auto. I'm not changing any of the color settings. I'm not trying to grade the settings in any way, shape or form. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and see if we can fly around with this just using this. So let's hit record on the drone and let's take off. So we're taking off now and we're going to go up. So the directions are essentially, or the controls are essentially exactly the same as they would be if I had a remote. So we can go up, we can go down, we can glide around. Let's do a quick flyby on us. Facing into the sun, we can see the quality is not fantastic. We're not flying particularly fast either. We're shooting in 4K. Oh, and we lost signal. So let's try, and it's not even that far away from us. No, got it back again. So let's find, so you definitely can't fly it very far away from you. But the quality looks stunning. You know, if you're just trying to capture, something looking nice, let's say this tree, and then we'll do a rise shot. We're going higher and higher. But again, if you go too high, you might get so high that you lose connection to your phone. Then you've got to wait until the battery runs out for it to return to home. And we can change the gimbal control. So let's try and do a pan round ourselves. So if I do, so let's try this. Whoa. It's not so easy. Oh, there we are. We're doing a nice little circle round ourselves. It's not that smooth. So let's bring that back and let's give the controller a go. See how that fares. So because of the downward sensors, you can't actually land the drone by putting your hand out. If I put my hand out, stand corrected, you actually can. Didn't know that. Okay, so we're all learning. Okay, next up is to use the actual controller. Yeah, okay, so now we're screen recording. We have got 23 satellites in view. I'll now take off with the controller and we're going to use our phone. So our phone is going to be the screen. But as I say, the drone now has its own signal to the remote. So we can go much further. So let's give this a bit of a fly about. The brilliant thing about the Neo is it has prop guards, and because it has prop guards, so we're now moving at 3.7 meters per second. Because it has prop guards, it's not going to matter if I hit like little individual walls or high twigs, and we can fly absolutely. Right, so in normal mode, let's see how fast the speed is. So if we go full speed normal, so this is the other thing with using a phone, you're going to get notifications coming through, which is a bit irritating. So normal speed, full speed ahead, we are getting 3.8 meters per second. Let's take that round and let's try sport mode. So high speed sport mode, let's go. So we are going up to 6.6 meters per second. So quite nippy when it's like that. I'll put the miles per hour in the text box. I don't know what that is in miles per hour. Cool. Let's move to a different location now and let's try the goggles. So that's the fourth and final test with the Neo. And let's go. So I can pretty much navigate this. Let's see. We can go quite fast, but we're just using the motion controller to kind of go through this path, avoiding all the twigs. And we're back out into the field. Let's go out through the field. Let's twist it around. Let's come back. Nice and gentle. So yeah, just by using the motion controller, we can do some quite cool acro stuff. Get it nice and tight into the corner, in between trees. Nice. See if we can take it through here. There's a little gap here. I'm wondering if it will go through. Bet it doesn't. Nope. But we're navigating through all of these branches using the FPV and the motion controller, which is so much fun. Little gap here, let's see if we can get through that. Can't see any twigs, nice and slow. Ooh, twigs, and then round, lovely. Fantastic. So let's go out into this field here. And you can see the image quality looks absolutely brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll take it back into the field, we'll go full speed. The speed is 5.8. Up through these trees. Brilliant, and then we'll go back and we'll work ourselves back to ourselves. We go nice and smooth. So as you can see, it's an amazing drone with the goggles. The goggles just open up so many different opportunities and possibilities with flying. It just opens up a world of fun. Just to kind of conclude our findings from this, or my findings from this isn't a complete in-depth review. There is so much more to talk about with the Neo, but it was more to kind of show you kind of, you know, as an entry-level drone, what you can do. You can obviously use it by itself where it kind of follows you. That's great if you're just out on vacation or you're just wanting to capture yourself. The follow me mode with that, you can't go very fast with it. So if you're on a bike or something, it's not fantastic for that. The phone side of the controller, if you want to capture something specific but don't have your controller with you, you can then get into it with the phone controller. Remember, the distance isn't great. And the second of all is the remote. Using the remote with your phone as a screen, you get much better satellite signal. You can go much further with that. You get complete control. You also have return to home with that. And then the fun is with the goggles. We'll do a separate video on the goggles and the review with that when we play with the Avata 2. There's loads more videos to come. Really appreciate you starting with me on this journey. I've got loads and loads of ideas for videos in the upcoming future. And as I say, we're going to be playing with some really nice drones, some really big drones. We're going to be playing with microphones. We're going to be playing with all the gimbals as well. So please hit the subscribe button, click like, and click the notification bell. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.